In our previous video, we have seen how to create session for each of these events. If you observe here, each of these events will have multiple sessions conducted on that day, right? Starting from 9 a.m. till evening, there will be multiple sessions conducted for each of these events. Now, if we switch to Visual Studio Code and if you open create session component.html, we had created this form in our previous video where it included a number of fields like session name, presenter, duration, level, and abstract. So these are the fields which are available for us to fill in the form while creating a session for a particular event. So once we fill all these fields in that form and click on save, that session has to be saved as part of this event. So each event will have multiple sessions, right? So we have created this form so far. So what is the next step now? We have to inject some data to these sessions, right? Currently we don't have a db connected, so now we will go with the hard coded data in our like we can see that now we have already used hard coded data so far. We'll continue with that, but at one stage, once we complete all the required pages in this application, then we'll connect to db and we'll get the data from db. Okay, so what we have to do now, we have to insert some data for this form, right? So to do that, we have to open event.service.ts. So inside this service, previously what we had done, we had inserted the data for events, right? By providing ID, name, date, time, price, location. These are the properties which we had created as part of event.model.ts. So these are the properties, right? For this interface, iEvent, ID, name, date, time, price, location, online URL, and sessions. Okay. So these sessions we had introduced recently in our previous video, where we want to include as part of each event there will be multiple sessions. Okay, and this property is of type iSessionArray. So interface with array type, where we are creating another interface with iSession, which includes the other properties of the session, that is ID, name, presenter, duration, level, abstract, and voters. Now what we have to do, if you want to insert data as part of a session for this each of this event, we have to follow this. As part of this model, we have all these properties, right? So let's provide some data for each of these properties inside our event.service.ts. Okay, so after providing event details, following to this, we have to provide session details. You can see that I have added some sample data for the sessions. We have created array of sessions. Okay, for this event, if you observe the first event, that is ID1, that is Pharma Tech Expo, this event has multiple sessions. This session ID is 1, session ID 2, you can see over here, then 3, 4, 5. So 5 sessions we have created as part of first event, right? We have created 5, we have just added 5 IDs, that is 5 sessions as part of first event, and we have closed the sessions over here. Then here id type, id equals 2, 2 represents second event, that is Agile India Conference. As part of this event, again we have to include some more sessions which will be, and these sessions will be part of only this event, and it does not belong to the first event. That's how we are creating, right? So I've added some sample data. Even you can add some sample data over here with some values, it's your wish. But by making use of these properties which we had provided in model, by making use of these properties, you can specify the data over here, sample data, okay, by passing sessions array. So we have done all this stuff so far. Okay, now what we will do is we will run the project and we will see how this appears as part of output. Okay, I'll just clear the terminal and I'll run the project by making use of command npm space start. Npm space start. Our project is getting compiled. It got compiled successfully and got hosted on localhost colon 4200. Now if we open this, okay, we are able to see our application over here, that is all events page. So what is a routing specific to this session? Create session component.html, create session component.ts. Based on these component and HTML, we had creating a routing path in our previous video, right? So let's open that. Routes.ts. Here you can see as part of create session component, what is associated path? Associated path is event slash session slash new. So let's just navigate to this. Okay, events slash session slash new. Okay, now you can see as part of this event slash session slash new, this URL, you can see as part of routing, this particular HTML is getting loaded. Whatever the form which we had created in our previous video by session name, presenter, duration, level, and abstract. These fields you can see over here: session name, presenter, duration, level, and abstract. You can provide values over here for the session. For example, some name, okay, then presenter, then duration. What is the duration? This is a drop down where you can select half hour, 1 hour, half day, and full day. Okay, I'm going to select some value. And level, you can select some value. And abstract, you can specify what is the details of this session. Some summary about this session you can specify over here. Since this is a text area, it's not a text box, so you can specify some data over here regarding this session, and clicking on save will save this session, and it should be part of that particular event. Which event? Then we have to associate that particular event to this particular session, because one event can have multiple sessions, and there can be also possibility that the second event may not have the same session as the first event, right? It may be unique. That also we have to handle it. So let's see how we can do that in our next video. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please like, comment, and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos. Click on that bell icon so that whenever I'm uploading a new video, you'll be able to receive the notification.